Peace and blessings to the chosen. Shalom. First and foremost, all praise to the Lord. Honor to Yahweh Shema Shai. Double honor to the elders and apostles of great millstones. Salutations to the Akim, pushing the truth, sincerity, and charity, risking their lives and freedom to do so. Honor brother Allah. Responding to this video from Apostles Gabar about just employing bodily exercise, and he's very big on the walking. And I like that about this apostle. He's very big on that walking. And I got some precepts. What I want is this. Sirach 14 and 11. My son, according to thy ability, do good to thyself and give the Lord his due offering. So when we in this truth, we're giving the Lord his due offering by doing the work. But also you gotta, work for your own sake, work for your own health's sake. And that requires bodily exercise. And that requires dieting. That requires proper management of self. And forgive me, I just saw something. Verse 14 says, defraud not thyself of the good day, and let not the part of a good desire overpass thee. So if that's a good desire in your mind, then like, okay, let me go get up 2 miles real quick. And I want to show you something, because I was never a person that struggled with athleticism, but this was back when I was working this job, and I got the scripture for the Lord, he give and take it away. But I'm glad that I don't work there no more. It's Job 1 and 21. It says, and said, naked I came out my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gave, and the Lord had taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. So the Lord can take away your health disorders, can take away bad things, and he can take away good things from you. But I used to run around. An average day was like 12 miles working at this job. But I would run around for years with tons of weights, 1 ton, 2 ton, whether it's on a cart, a pallet jack, or me just carrying it. And I would run around the building. And this was an active week, but the average week would be it'd be about 12 miles an average week. An average day. And the water to the Lord, that I don't work there no more, because all that running around on the concrete is very bad for your legs, and it's very bad for your body. But I would just get up and do this every day, every day. I think one time I might have hit 20 miles because it was just such an active day. And in one sitting, just 20 miles in one sitting of a whole day, just running around on foot. I might have took off of work sometimes to give myself a break, right? Go back to work, put up like 14, 15 miles of just walking around. And that was that, and I never got to gain weight after that. Like I struggled gaining weight because I was working that job. So now the Lord has helped me to integrate a lot of walking into my system now, and it's more moderate. It's not overly. It's not overly. But 1 Timothy 4 and 8, for bodily exercise profit little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is, and of that which is to come. So yeah, if you can't take care of your physical temple, how you gonna take care of something greater than if you can't take care of this one body, how you gonna take care of, if we supposed to have a rulership mentality and want to rule over kingdoms and peoples, how we gonna take care of peoples and kingdoms and rule over the nations, in the kingdom of heaven, to be a judge unto them? How we gonna judge them properly, and we can't even put ourselves through the ringer of what we demand others to? You see what I'm saying? How if Elder Malcolm say it all the time, I would never ask you to do something that I wouldn't do myself. Now, I'm not asking no brother to go run about 20 miles on foot or something. I ain't gonna say that, because I don't expect, certain brothers to be able to keep up with that. I was when I was in college, I was in the U.S. Army's ROTC. I didn't contract. Tawada Yahweh Shemal Shai, thankful to the Lord, I didn't contract and be signed all the way into Esau's military. But I would wake up 4-5 in the morning, and get to rucking. Like, we would pack up about 50-some pounds on our back, put on all this equipment, the Kevlar helmet, all of that, and it'd be about 50 pounds, and you would walk for maybe 5, 10 miles is the most I did. Sometimes it was a 15 mile. I think I missed that part. But, or we'll go run like 2-3 miles or so. And, it was, this is a little nostalgic thinking about it right now. But, I was never one of the brothers that struggled with, athleticism, I'm gonna say that. But there's certain things you can practice to get yourself together with that struggle, right? And let's say Sirach 37, I'm gonna start at verse 28. It says, "For not all things are not profitable for all men, neither hath every soul pleasure in everything," right? So you ain't gotta run. You could just walk, do some strides for a couple miles. That might be your thing, right? You start with the dieting. That's a good start, because this is what it goes into. It says the next verse, in verse 29, "Be not unsatiable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats." And I guarantee you go to bed hungry, right? Don't eat before you go to bed a certain couple hours, right? Just let yourself go to bed a little hungry, just a little hungry. You will wake up with a lot more energy, because all those muscles in your body, the inward muscles, they matter more than the outward muscles. The organs, the colon, the stomach is a muscle. All of these digestive organs and the cardiac, the heart, you give that a break when you rest and go to sleep, right? All of these things are muscles. Your lungs, even your eyes is like a muscle. And if you get some little shut eye, you close your eyes, you can rest your body, and your body it needs rest to properly build off of labor. When you work out, you break down the muscles, and then they require rest and nutrients after that. So I would say dieting is the greatest way to start. But definitely integrate some walking into your life. I do a couple of miles every now and then, because I got to keep up with that. I used to put out them miles for real, so I got to keep up with that and not let this weight catch up on me. Because I see some weight sometimes, and I'm getting older, so that weight I'm still a young man, but I notice it's like, okay, I see other people when they get older, that weight gets harder for them. So I try to incorporate these things, right? It says, I want this one. It says 1 Corinthians 3:6. Now this verse pertains to not what I'm finna use it for, but it pertains to Paul talking about edification and what really matters. And not who it came from, but that the Lord gives the increase. So 1 Corinthians 3:6, "I have planted, Apollos watered, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai gave the increase." So nothing really matters unless the Lord make it matter. All right, that's a big thing to say, because the race is not to the swift. So yeah, exercise profit a little, but it do profit. So you got to ask the Lord for the increase. You got to ask the Lord to put the spirit on you to make your living healthier. You have to ask the Lord for that, and hope and pray, because you can put in the work. You can put in the effort, and it don't mean nothing. You have to ask the Lord for the increase every time. I was in the garden the other day. The elder, he has a garden, And sometimes you need brothers to come help, and this soil is very fertile. But all of that planting, all that watering, it don't mean nothing if the Lord don't let it grow. It don't mean nothing if the Lord don't allow it to grow. So, you just pray. You put in the work. You have the faith, because faith and works, they got to go together, right? And let me see if I had any more precepts that I wanted to touch on. Yeah. It's about 6 in the morning. I'm jolito right now. And then your sleeping habits. It's a thing called your cardiac rhythm. What's it called? It's a cycle in your sleeping. And if you can keep that together, that'll help you keep your weight down too. Right? It's I may post it in the description. I forget what it's called, but it has a lot to do with your sleep and making sure that's in a proper cycle. But now with that, I'm just gonna shut it down. Lord willing, this is edifying. All praise, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Shalom.